Foreman versus Edwards Part 3 is finally happening. And in celebration of this weekend's fight, DraftKings Sportsbook is offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after they place their first $5 wager. Wondering how to use $200 in bonus bets? Try Same Fight Parlays, where you can combine multiple bets on the same fight into one parlay for a shot at even more action. If mobile sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still get in on the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy, where they offer cash prize contests for nearly every sport. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. New customers, just click on the link below to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Remember, use the promo code Sonnen and bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code Sonnen only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Official prediction for Gaethje versus Fiziev. Guys, excuse me. Excuse me. Who do you think's gonna win? Why don't we start with that? But furthermore, how? Let's both play the same game here. If you're like most people, okay, Fiziev is over a 2-1 favorite. Over. Gaethje was plus 125. So, I'm speaking in real close terms here to just call it 2-1. But the truth is he's more than a 2-1. Please explain that to me. If Fiziev is going to beat Gaethje, which is what that means, at least the folks that have gone over their DraftKings, that's exactly what it means. But if that's what it means, would you please go one step further and tell me how? And I think that's a reasonable question by me. Because I'm not forcing you to bet it. I realize you'd get better odds, but I'm not asking you to do that. You can take the safest approach you want, but I still want you to tell me how's he going to beat him. Do you feel pretty strong that Gaethje's chin has just been questionable for too long, and that this is the guy with the power that can put him down? Do you feel that? Do you feel that this is the guy, not named Nurmagomedov, that's got the wrestling skill to just go tackle Gaethje and keep him there, or maybe even submit him from the bottom? Do you feel that? Do you feel this is the guy that has the endurance that can put on a pace that cannot be matched, which will gain favor with the judges should it go the distance, which is 15 minutes? Is that what you feel? I want you to finish the thought, because I've been so surprised. I don't mean to scold you. I don't mean to scold you at all. I come to you genuinely surprised. I am genuinely surprised that Justin Gaethje, a perennial #1 contender, a gentleman who is in the discussions, the very small discussions of guys that could be next for Islam, gets relegated to a co-main event in England, which this is on accident. I mean, right? This is on accident. Justin Gaethje and Fiziev didn't get called to England to co-main a pay-per-view. Somebody in an office wrote down Patty the Batty, or they put down Molly the Molly, and didn't get them. And now got two also-rans that are going to get thrown out there and do it and hope that nobody notices. So I just want to share that for you before you go and tell me what a big colossal fight this is, because you were talking about a big colossal fight. You're talking about the changing of guard. You're talking about a guy who's been in the top 5 in a very unique division, right? 155 pounds, has 10 really good fighters, but it's got 5 stars. 10 really tough guys. 5 of them are stars. Then you got guys named Gamrot in there, right? I mean, you got your tough guys. But it's different. And Fiziev is a tough guy. He's not a star. Gaethje is a star. The last time we saw one of the stars come out and play, it was Tony Ferguson. And he did this and went and played with a guy named Charles Oliveira. And Charles has been nothing but a main eventer since. It changed Charles's life. Charles went from one of those top 10 guys that's pretty good at fighting to a star. He switched places. And they don't usually come out and play. They like to play with each other. They're a very elitist group of snobs. But Gaethje is now choosing to play. Not only is he willing to play, he's willing to do it in the slums, known as a co-main event. And you guys think, with over a 2-to-1 certainty, he's going to get beat by Fiziev? I would really like to know how. Because if I'm giving you a prediction, which is what I'll do right now, but if I'm going to give you a prediction, I'm going to tell you Justin Gaethje. Okay? Now, there's my premise, but I must support it. I must support this with why? Not because he's got a stronger last name. Not because he used to be champion and this guy's never even been in talks to fight for a championship ever. Not just because it's a co-main event, which is light work for Justin Gaethje, who's known as a cardio guy, but we generally see him out there for 25 minutes, and he generally holds up and passes the test for 25 minutes, so 15 is very small. 15, I can take you back to the Chandler fight. Remember how awesome that was? Chandler versus Gaethje, Madison Square Garden. Remember the back and forth absolute tussles that was? And Gaethje never likes to be a great wrestler unless he needs great wrestling. He needed great wrestling when Michael Chandler picked him up, took him off his feet, was bringing him head over tea kettle. And Justin Gaethje went down the leg. Second they hit him, he hit a leg pass. It is an extremely high-level wrestling technique. Extremely high-level wrestling technique. And it frustrated Chandler. Chandler got exhausted, put his head on the mat, took a minute to regroup, but never exerted that kind of energy and tried to get a takedown and get for the rest of the fight. It was that good of a job by Justin Gaethje. A weapon that he almost never uses, to the point that you guys forget that he has the weapon. So you forgot that he has the weapon. You forgot that he has the wrestling weapon. You forgot the last time he needed it was in Madison Square Garden against Michael Chandler. And he pulled it out and used it perfectly. And you think he's going to do nothing more but trade fisticuffs with Fiziev. All right, fine. You're wise to have come to that. That is a most likely scenario. I don't disagree with you. Why do you think Fiziev can beat him? Beat him with what? Beat him like who? Beat him like how? Is Bobby Green a superior striker to Justin Gaethje? Just striking, just punches and kicks, just on the feet, just in 15 minutes. Bobby can't be equal to in your mind. And he can't be beneath within your mind. He has to be superior to. Has to be. For the MMA math to at all make a level of sense that Fiziev can go out and bitch around Justin Gaethje. That's what you're betting. Those leg kicks, those calf kicks, those just aren't going to count. Fiziev just has some answer to that Gaethje doesn't. Gaethje poked his head up when he shouldn't have done it. Gaethje went across the pond for a small, mediocre fight that they didn't even want him for. They wanted Patty for, and he's going to go out and do it and win it. Anyway, he's going to go play with a guy who isn't a star, a match he doesn't have to do. He doesn't have to get promised a #1 contendership or anything else. He doesn't have to do a damn thing. He's just going to go to England, go do the JOB, and go back to the end of the line. That's what you think. I'm not asking you if you think that. That's what you think. That's what 2-to-1 dog represents. I will not be part of that. I will not be part of that at all. I will not co-sign that. As a matter of fact, I laugh at that. I look at that premise. I say you're wrong. I say you're wrong first on two regards. If Gaethje, first off, I don't think Gaethje gets beat up on his feet. However, I know if Gaethje does get beat up on his feet, he goes to the takedown. And the takedown from a Division I All-American wrestler, you guys keep forgetting that it exists because he doesn't love to use it. Well, he will use it. He'll only use it when things go bad on his feet, which apparently you think's going to be pretty quick because you can't fight with Fiziev there anyway. According to you, you're 2-to-1. I am not with you.